warm welcome children. Okay, see, up to now world about this. See, okay, we have completed the lesson. Okay, landlords and tenants. Okay, tenants under the British and the Nizam. Okay, whatever I have posted you, that all homework you have to do. Okay, and you have to read the lesson carefully and thoroughly. So today we are going to start the new lesson, children. All of you have to open page number 119. See here, our new lesson is what 11th lesson. Why I have written here A means another lesson continue of this title. Another lesson we have. Okay, so that is 11B. Okay, understood? So this is 11A. Understood? That lesson also 11th lesson only. Understood? So what is our lesson name? National movement, the early phase. Okay, we are going to know about total national movement. Okay, these national movement only, they divided us into two phases. Okay, early phase and the next phase. Okay, next phase we are going to learn in the 11th B lesson. Okay, so this is about total national movement from 1885 to 1918. Okay, so between of these years, okay, between of these years, the national movement, about the national movement we are going to know now. Understood? See, while I am reading the lesson, you may can pronounce some of the words. Okay, so that's why in sometimes I'll go through the lesson. I'll go through the textbook because you might have don't know about some of the words pronunciation even, right? That's why. See, the national movement in India was an important approach in the history of India as it helped to build diverse people and sections of society into one nation. All the sections came together not only to fight against the British rule but also to build a new India. Okay, see, coming to the history of India, a national movement having a high important approach. Okay, and as well as so it is not only this national movement not only for making out of the Britishers, not only for that, but also for what building for a new India. Okay, build for a new India, democratic, everything, rules and regulations, everything. Okay, see, early associations. Early means before. Okay, early associations. Early associations. Okay, see, in class 7, you had read about the revolt 1857. Okay, revolt of 1857 already you have in your previous class you have studied, in which the soldiers, ordinary peasants, artisans and landlords and even princes joined the struggle against the British rule. Yes, okay. See, everybody, peasants means farmers, artisans, landlords and even princes also joined in the struggle. Okay, joined against to the British struggle. Okay, join against to the British rule. Okay, what is it against the British rule? A struggle. Okay, a struggle which is by everybody. Okay, that is only we call as 1857 revolt, right? See, it did not have any new vision of the country. It in fact wanted to restore the rule of the old kings and queens in India, also old social order. Okay, after English education was introduced during the late 19th century in some major cities like Calcutta, Madras and Bombay, a new consciousness began to develop. The intellectuals of the time opposed the inequalities and injustices of old social system. They wanted a democratic political order, and at the same time they wanted to point out the exploitation and injustice caused by the British rule and fight to end it. Okay, this was the beginning of the national movement in India. Okay, what is the beginning of the national movement in India? What is the beginning of the national movement in India? See, after English education was introduced during the last 19th century in the major cities like Calcutta, Madras and Bombay. Okay, a new consciousness began to develop. The intellectuals of that time opposed the inequalities and injustice of the old social system. They wanted, what they wanted then? They want democratic political order, political order, and at the same time they wanted what? Exploitation and injustice caused by the British rule. Okay. See, there wants to be stop of all this. Okay. See, the seeds of a new consciousness were sown in the second half of the 19th century. Okay. Seeds of the new consciousness were sown in the second half of the 19th century. Do you get it here? Seeding and next sown. Understood here? Seeding means a plantation. In the soil, we'll keep the seed and we'll pour the water. After few days, it will be becoming into the plant. That. See, that only here they're using the seeds of new consciousness. It will be sown and it will be sown in the second half of 19th century. Second half of 19th century. The educated Indians, after understanding the nature of the British rule and its impact on India, became more and more critical of the British policies in India. Okay? The educated Indians, after understanding the nature of British rule and its impact on India, became more and more critical and of the British policies in India. They began to come together and discuss these issues and also formed association for this. Okay, some educated Indians, they came to know that whatever the rules are forced by whatever the rules they are posing to the people, British people. Okay, and how they are ruling and either it is justice or not justice. These all they came to know. Okay, after they came to know, after they are analyzing, all together they decided they want to form a group. Okay, all together they decided and they want to form a group. Okay, they began to come together to discuss these issues and also formed associations for this. Okay, they formed associations for this. Associations are formed by whom? Educated Indians. Okay. See, why they formed then? Associations, why they formed? To opposing the British rules. Okay. See, why then? Is it justifiable? No, it's all injustifiable. Okay. So that's why. See, in 1866, Dadabhai Nauroji organized the East India Association in London to discuss the Indian questions. Who formed first in 1866? Who first? Dadabhai Nauroji. In this, you can look at here. Okay? Dadabhai Nauroji. In the year of 1866, okay, organized East India Association. What he organized? East India Association. Okay. Who formed this? Dadabhai Nauroji. Okay. discuss the Indian questions. Where they formed, okay, where they arranged for discussion? In London. For what? About discussing about the Indian problems faced by those. Okay, see. During 1866 to 1885, various leaders like Surendranath Banerjee, Justice M.G. Ranade, okay, Badruddin Taibji, K.C. Talan, and G. Subramaniam, okay, organized associations in Calcutta, okay, Pune, Bombay, and Madras to discuss the problems faced by Indians in those provinces. Okay, first formed by Dadabhai Naoroji. Okay, that association what? East Indian Associations. Dadabhai Naoroji started association discussing started in London about Indian questions. Okay, then after many of other, who are those, you know, Surendranath Banerjee and Justice M.G. Ranade, Badruddin Taibji, K.C. Talan and Subramaniam. They also organized associations in Calcutta, Pune, Madras and Bombay places. Okay, and they too have discussed the problem faced by the Indians. Okay, those associations had nationalistic zeal and tried to unite the intellectuals. Though many of these associations functioned in specific parts of the country, their goals were stated as the goals of all people of India, not those of any one region, community or class. See, whoever Dadabhai Naoroji and Banerjee, whoever formed the associations, right? So they were all thinking about whatever the problems faced by the Indian people, okay, and they all together they are together formed and discussing about not only for only one region people, okay, not only discussing about only one caste type of people, okay, they are all thinking about everybody of the Indian people. Okay, they are not showing any of differentiations like religion ways, region ways, communities wise, right? Not like that. They worked with the idea that the people should be sovereign, okay, a modern consciousness and the key features of nationalism. Okay, they have arranged of all key features of nationalism. In other words, they believed that Indian people should be empowered to take decisions regarding their affairs. Okay, many of these intellectuals also led campaigns against some British policies like taxes and textiles, racial discrimination against Indians, repressive law against Indians, newspapers, etc. They realized the importance of discussing the policies of the government and organizing campaigns to change them. So, in these all associations, they have kept the feature main is nationalism, key feature of nationalisms, okay, and they take decisions regarding the affairs also, right. Many of these intellectuals also led campaigns against some British policies. Okay, what are the British policies? Like taxes on textiles. Textiles means cloths. Okay, taxes on textiles and racial discrimination against Indians. Okay, and repressive laws against Indian newspapers. Okay, about these all they have started discussions. Okay, and they realized the importance of discussing policies, government and organizing campaigns. Okay, the Indian National Congress, the moderate phase, 1885 to 1905. Okay, see, all of you look at the page number 120. Okay, the Indian National Congress, okay, the moderate phase. In which year? 1885 to 1905. Understood? All these provincial nationalistics intellectuals come together in the first session of the Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress, the short term is INC. Indian National Congress. Okay. See. At Bombay in December 1885. The session was presided over by W.C. Banerjee and attended by 72 delegates from different parts of India. Okay, in this year, okay, in the between of this year, okay, the Indian National Congress, the moderate phase of this year, okay, there is a form of INC, Indian National Congress, okay, meeting arranged. The first session at which place? Bombay. Okay, in which month? In December, in the year 1885. Okay, the session was preceded by Banerjee, W.C. Banerjee, and 72 delegates from all over the India were attended. Okay, the early leaders Dadabhai Naoroji and Feroz Shah Mehta, Badruddin Tabji, W.C. Banerjee, Surendranath Banerjee, Ramesh Chandra Dutt, and G. Subramaniam Iyer, among the others, were largely from Bombay, means Mumbai, Madras, and Calcutta. Okay, so these all were participated in that INC meeting at Bombay. Okay, A.O. Hume, a retired British official. Okay, a person name is A.O. Hume. Sorry. A.O. Hume. Who is this A.O. Hume? A retired British official, also played an important role in establishing the Congress. Okay, he also played an important role in establishing the Congress. Who is he? He is a retired employee of the Britishers. Okay, see, the leaders of the Congress realized that the foremost task before them was to build nationalist consciousness among the diverse people of India and unite them. Okay, see, what is their main aim? To unite the people. To whom? Unite the Indian people. At the same time, they realized that this unity could be built only by accommodating the special requirements of different regions and religious communities of India. Okay, this unity, how it will be the form? Okay, could be built only by accommodating special requirement of different regions and religious communities of India. They therefore decided to hold the Congress sessions in different parts of the country every year, not to pass any resolution which was objected to by any one religion group. Okay, should not be think about any religious way. They have to be. They all are thought about all over the Indians who have faced the problems by the Britishers. Okay. The second major objective of the early Congress was to create a common political platform. Okay, common political platform. Here, are you following? Okay, common political platform. Okay, sorry. See here, political platform. As well as these, whoever fought for the national movement, no? They tried for opposing to the British rulers, and as well as they tried for building of their nation in a political way, a correct formation. Okay, in the political way also they have started. See here, the second major objective of the early Congress was to create a common political platform or program around which political workers in different parts of the country could gather and conduct their political activities, educating and mobilizing people on all India basis. This was to be accomplished by taking up those grievances and fighting for those rights which Indian had in common in relation to the rulers. Okay, wait a while. See here, the third major objective was to promote democratical ideas and functioning in India. See, third major objective is what, you know? Promote democratic ideas and functioning in India. Okay, and the Indian National Congress functioned democratically, discussing all the issues and trying to create consensus, or sometimes using votes also. Okay, they'll use these Indian National Congress, sometimes they'll use votes also, or sometimes functioned democratically. Understood? At this stage, INC what? Indian National Congress, okay, decided not to take up the issues relating to social reform. Okay, INC, Indian National Congress, decided to not to take issues from social reforms, as it would divide the Indian people. Reform was to be carried out through different forums. See, in the year of 1886, understood? In the year of 1886, there were 436, okay? 436 delegates were elected to the Congress by different local organizations. Okay, so in this Congress, how many members? 436 delegates were elected, okay, to the Congress by different local organizations, and groups indicating its popularity in 1 year. Hereafter, the National Congress met every year in December. Okay, then after, okay, National Congress met every year in the month of December. Okay, the number of delegates soon increased to thousands. Okay, in this year, first 436 delegates were elected, right? So every year they are holding the meetings and function is going on. Okay, see, in the soon after, thousands of the people were increased in INC. Okay, its delegates were mostly lawyers, journalists, traders, teachers, okay, and landlords, industrialists, okay, many of them. In this all, a few women participants are there. Okay, so in that also, one of the women here, few women who participated in the Congress, like Kadambari Ganguly, okay, who was the first woman graduate from Calcutta. Okay, who was the first woman graduate from Calcutta, Kadambari Ganguly. Okay, she participated in INC. She became one of the delegate in INC. Okay, mostly men from higher social background attended these sessions. Okay, I'll continue the lesson in next class.